I was working night shift as a nurse, and usually I don't like to take breaks as the rooms and corridors freak me out. We turn all the lights off on the ward and use our phone torches to get around. On this one particular night shift, I was working with one other nurse and it was really quiet. We both decided to take breaks. I was so tired and it was the perfect shift to have a nap. I decided to go second. So the other nurse chose a spare room and went off for a couple of hours. Now, I've heard other nurses talk about a little boy who haunts the ward. The hospital was built on an old asylum for destitute children, where over 200 children died from disease outbreaks, but I'd personally never experienced anything. Anyway, 2 hours have passed, and the other nurse returns from her break. She looks a little disorientated, but who doesn't at 4 a.m.? I then go and take her place in the room she chose. I automatically get a little scared but brush it off as being in a creepy, dark hospital. After finally drifting off, I get this wave of heaviness and suddenly can't move. I force my eyes open and see a little boy sitting at the end of my bed smiling at me. It was so clear. He jumps over the bed and runs into the bed beside mine and turns the TV on. I force myself out of my paralysis and run, not looking at the other bed. I run outside, panting to the other nurse that I've just seen a little boy. Now, she's the most senior and sensible nurse on the ward, so I wasn't expecting her to believe me. However, she turns completely pale and said, "I experienced sleep paralysis too, and I saw a little boy standing in the corner of the room, but I thought I was imagining it and I didn't want to scare you." Once the sun came up and all the lights were on, we both went to the room to see whether the TV was on, and sure enough the screen was static and it was blaring.